God.
Nope. There we go.
All right, whatever.
There. That should be it. It should start up again.
Okay, he's calling right now, so are we on air?
Are we on? Yes, we're on. Okay.
Yeah, hello. Hey, Ken. Yeah, give me 1 second here. We're having a technical issue that we're just resolving right now. So can you give me 10 seconds? Okay, I think we're back on. So there are people listening right now. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, so can we kind of maybe straighten out with you maybe what the confusion was? Because last night, did I or did I not call you and confirm that you would be here tomorrow to talk about hamsters and elephants with Esteban?
Is this Sam I'm talking to?
No, this is Steve. There's never been a Sam. There's no Sam involved in this. The guy's name was Esteban. There's never been a Sam. I don't know where Steve, your Steve guy, got Sam from.
Well, about a week ago, he called. I think I called himself Sam, I think, but he has some kind of other name. Called me and said he believed in evolution, wanted to have a debate. I said, okay, let's do the debate on my channel. And do you believe hamsters and okay, you defend the idea that hamsters and pine trees are related, and I will refute it. He said, what about if other shows want to carry it? I said, sure, if somebody else wants to mirror it, or I don't know how all that works, but yeah, I don't want to support the Non-Sequitur show. I'm not the least bit interested in what you guys do. I don't care, don't want to help. If you want to, we don't advertise, we don't make money off our show, we do it for free, but I'm not interested in helping. So tonight, on my YouTube channel, it'll be posted here in a couple hours, I answered, what happened, whoever Sam is, or whatever his real name is. He didn't show, so I explained the difference between a hamster and a pine tree. So hopefully it'll help him.
Well, he did show. He's been here waiting for you.
That is not true at all. Okay, he was supposed to be on my program tonight.
Okay, let's ask him. Let's ask him. Esteban, is that true? Were you supposed to be on Kent's program tonight?
Well, it was supposed to be on both.
Yes. So were you? How about this? Were you strictly supposed to be on his channel or on this channel and us stream to his?
He was supposed to come on my channel. What you do with it is you guys. But it is not true that you said, well, he's here. Wait, he's supposed to be on my channel. He didn't come. So if any of you evolutionists, any of you listening to your program would like to have a debate with me on our channel, I'm not interested in helping your channel. If you'd like to do it on my channel, I'll debate anybody you've got. Then you can mirror it or copy it and paste it on yours if you'd like. But no, I'm not interested.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so let me ask you this, and then Kai wants to say something. He's actually in our hangout right now. He's never had a desire to go over to your channel, so he never told you that. And two, when I called you last night, you said specifically you would be on this channel. Your words, Kent. Your words. We have it. How are you saying that you didn't?
I would have said, I don't record my call. I would have said, check with Steve. Now, we have a guy named Steve on our staff, and you have a Steve, so that may be the confusion. But no, I'm not going to come on your channel. Any atheist is willing to come debate me on my channel, and you guys can copy it. But we're going to have control. I remember what happened last time. You guys had control, and you let, what's his name, interrupt me 288 times. Not interested.
And we actually told Steve, and he may not have told you this, but we told him we would have full control. Kyle and I would mute the entire time, and all he had to do was tell Dave to mute somebody, and Steve agreed with that.
Well, then you need to work it out with our Steve.
Well, no, you need to work it out with your Steve. Steve is a nice guy, but you told us last night you were going to be on this program. Your words, not Steve. He didn't make that commitment. And Esteban is telling us that he did not on their channel. Go ahead, Kyle. Kyle wants to say something. I don't know if you can hear him. I have a janky little way of doing this right now. So maybe you can hear that. Dave, you want to play that real quick?
I would debate Stefan if he would defend the idea that hamsters and pine trees are related, which he believes, and I'm sure you believe the same thing. Hamsters and pine trees are related.
Yeah, because we're not idiots.
But no.
Yes, we believe that.
It'd be dumb to believe hamsters and pine trees are related, but
no,
that's
it's dumb
okay.
Not to because it's science. But anyways, Kyle, you wanted to say something, and you want Dave to play something?
I just told Dave to play.
I'm not interested.
Right, here we go.
On my channel, please call and work it out with my two. You attention.
All right.
So we agreed for tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Central Time.
All right, tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Central. Then.
Yeah, he's defending the position that pine trees and hamsters are related, and he's giving his best evidence for that.
Okay. All right. I relay the message. Okay. Kent, you still there? Or you're not there any longer? Yeah, you got. Well, there you go. I mean, you guys could decide for yourself. But clearly, we have Esteban here. Esteban's not over there. Kent did say that he'd be on today after we called him yesterday, going, "Where are you?" Aaron expected him to be here. Even Aaron popped in, going, "Where's Kent?" Right. So everybody seemed to know where Kent's supposed to be, except for Kent. Why is that? Answer that question. Why is it Aaron knows, I know, Kyle knows, Esteban knows, Dave knew, everybody knew. Kent doesn't know where the hell he's at.
I noticed that he shuffled out really quick when he had to see. That's the one thing about people who lie about things. They don't never want to hear those lies themselves from their own mouth. That's the one thing that people always jet out before they have to hear themselves saying the one thing that they're in here denying that they ever said. The guy was talking to you, and it's not about supporting. Kent, we don't need you to support our channel. We even, like I said, capitulated to the fullest extent that we could. We were going to stream to both channels and give Steve full mod controls. That was clear.
Yeah,
so
I'm perfectly capable as a producer of being an impartial person. Ask Kyle how hard it is to get me to actually mute somebody.
Yeah, no, and I even told Kyle, hey, look, we told Steve, if he tells Dave to mute something, we're going to tell Dave, you do what he tells you. And I don't think Dave would have had a bit of problem with that. Not one.
So, nope. I mean, they have no excuses now. No excuses. We've got them on here. You've heard out there. You can make up the minds for yourself, but you heard it from his own mouth. I mean, you can't you can't refute that. I mean, I'm sorry, but
what is there even to believe with him, though? I don't get it. I really don't think how is he spinning this when everybody expected him to be here last night. We called him and I said, are you going to be able to do this? And he's like, I can't make it tonight. Maybe we got some things, misunderstood or miscommunication, but he said, I'm eating, but we can't do it right now. But you know what? Let's reschedule it for tomorrow. Okay. Why would I call him? Why would I call him if it was going to be something just strictly on his channel? That makes no sense.
If you're just joining us, we just jumped up a couple hundred people, but if you're just joining us, Kent Hovind just was on the phone. He called back right following the crash, and when we went to play the recording from last night, he promptly hung up. But Steve, do you want to give kind of a synopsis of the phone conversation you just had with him for people who were just tuning in?
I was trying to explain to him that we had a conversation with his tech guy Steve earlier today doing a Patreon hangout. Esteban was a part of it, and the conversation basically went, "Hey Steve, why is Esteban telling us that you're trying to give him a link to join a Google Hangout to go to Kent's channel?" And he said, "Well, I don't know anything about that. What's the plans?" And I'm like, "Well, the plan was for him to come on last night. He couldn't make it. He told us he was going to be on tonight. So we have everything set up. What we could do is we can stream to your channel, do dual stream, give us your stream key. We'll be happy to dual stream, and anything that goes on our channel is going to go on yours, or set up OBS and you can screen capture it and then do it separately or on a delay, anything you want to do." And he was fine with that. He said, yeah, okay. Let me, and I even walked him through how to do it. I even showed him in Creative Studio how to get the link, or how to get the stream key. So he tried to run it by Kent, and then Kent basically started sending text messages to Kyle saying, no, I don't want to promote NonSec. Well, no, we don't want you to promote NonSec. We're streaming it to your channel. People can go to your channel and watch. We have no problem with that. Right. We have 10 times your views, Kent. 10 times your views. Why? We don't need you to promote us. We're helping you out. Okay. If anything,
it has nothing to do with him promoting us or us promoting him. It was a clear, very fair, compromise that he could show it on his channel, and that way, he can't say that we're using him for views. His people can watch it on his channel. They can have a nice, good Christian chat with no nobody's saying anything out of line, because if you say something out of line on Kent's channel, you get deleted and promptly set back. And if that's what you go for, that's fine. But we were trying to hit a very we were being very, 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 very accommodating to Kent Hovind.
Quite.
So
yeah. I mean, Kyle and I were going to shut up the entire time. We don't like doing that. So we were very accommodating.
So before we crashed, I was asking Esteban if there was any points that he wanted to make, or anything that he had planned on saying that he wanted to say. Now that we're here and you did all that work, if you don't, that's cool too. I just want to give you the opportunity to say anything that you wanted to say.
I do have an analogy and a question that any creationist who obviously denies evolution can attempt to answer. It's an analogy. You imagine 50,000 glasses of water all in a row. The first glass is pure distilled water, nothing in it. The second glass will have 1 part per million of salt. And then in each successive glass, you add 1 more part per million until the final glass, where you have 49,999 parts per million salt. Pretty salty. So from the beginning to the end, there's a big difference, but I would like to know, at what point would you draw the line between fresh water and salt water?
Well, you see, you have to understand that things only they only reproduce after their kind, and so there's a line there. You never see a dog coming from a non-dog.
Oh, I'm glad you said that.
Oh, he's got a diagram. Yeah, he's got a diagram. He actually did.
I came prepared tonight, just in case we got stuck when Kent said kinds. Kent, I made this for you. Dogs will always produce dogs. Check mark.
Check.
Ladybugs will always produce ladybugs. Check mark.
Correct.
But pine trees will not produce elephants. Kinds.
See, it's not that complicated, Ken. We get it. We understand, Kent. We understand kind, I guess. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have seen an elephant try to mate
Esteban.
with a pine tree, but yeah.
No, go ahead, Esteban.
What's that?
Oh, were you finished? I didn't know if you were finished or not.
Well, the thing is, each glass is going to be indistinguishable from the last glass, and from the 10 glasses or the 100 glasses around it. You won't be able to tell the difference. And the whole point of that is to illustrate that evolution takes a very long time, which the time scale thing it seems to be a roadblock for them, where they just can't wrap their heads around it. How, by making little changes over millions of years, you can have something that's quite significantly different than what you originally had.
Yeah, we had something in the live chat earlier. Oh, good.
No.
Good. Well, we had something in the live chat earlier that was running the whole, micro, not macro thing, right? And by the way, evolution doesn't require time; it just requires a reproduction. It just requires a reproductive cycle. But macroevolution, right? People don't seem to understand, and this is validatable. This isn't just opinion. This is fact. The people out there that were in the live chat saying macroevolution isn't a thing, like Willie Mays. Yeah, you can go check it out. Wheatgrass. Wheatgrass is a type of grass that has polyploidy and whole genome duplication. And guess what? It can undergo macroevolution in a single generation. We have observed this. We've observed this in Drosophila. We've observed it in London underground mosquito. We've observed it in starfish, date palms, and other types of things where you can have macroevolution at a very fast scale. So to say that macroevolution is observed is not only just dishonest, it's outly to me just deception at this point, because anybody go read the literature and see that macroevolution has been observed. It is a real thing. It's not speculation. It's legit. So I think they just have to be willfully dishonest at that point.
Oh, what are we timing out Mr. Intelligent Design for? He's harmless.
Yeah, what's up? What is up with you people with all these timeouts? Holy crap! Come on, we want a free range server.
That was me.
Well, not this isn't to you, Dave, but let me address, since we're bringing this up to the mods in the, because we have some new mods. We have very, very, very simple mod rules here. Only time them out if they're being racist, if they're spamming, or if they comment about my hair. As long as they don't break, yeah, if it's a bad comment about my hair, as long as they don't break those 3 rules, let them talk. They can disagree with Steve and I. They can call us stupid. They can do it. Like,
Yeah, I don't care about that.
We're fine. Yeah, we're fine with that. Just only time them out if they're racist or spamming, or they make bad comments about my hair. We do not tolerate those kind of hate crimes here. Okay. So
wait, is that a hate crime to each one of your hairs, or is that like a population thing? Is it like a group?
It's a population thing. It's total population.
Okay.
So Esteban, I told Esteban that we would gladly bring him back on here for a debate with someone out there, maybe who is watching this and who has also wanted to get into debating a little bit more. Esteban, do you want to tell people what you told us about the topic that you like the most, and if you are one of those people that are on the other side, you can email me at live@nonsectshow.com. Anyway, go ahead, Esteban.
Yep. My favorite debate topic is on the existence of God. It gets to the root of the issue. I'm not I'm not a geneticist or a biologist of any sort, but I know a lot more about philosophy than I do about the science behind evolution. But I mean, I am prepared for certain types of young Earth creationists, such as Kent Hovind. But yeah, on the existence of God is where I feel most comfortable, and that's where I've done the most debate, especially the Abrahamic gods.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, if that's
So
if that seems like,
sorry, I was just saying, if anyone ever wants to debate that, I'm good for it.
Okay. And if that's you, you can email me at live@nonsectshow.com. That's NONSEQ show.com. Also, I was joking, live chat. I just saw somebody get timed out because they said somebody hated my hair. That was a joke. Please don't time people out because
he was asking for it though, like literally the proximity of that to the comment. It was begging for it. You wanted it to be done.
Okay, well, just future reference. I have much thicker skin than that. I know that I have fabulous hair, and fuck anybody else that thinks otherwise. You can let them talk otherwise. Okay, so I think we're at a I don't want to beat a dead horse and continue to go on and on about things. Let me say this. I was in the middle of saying this before Kent called, or before we crashed, actually. Back here at 10 o'clock Eastern, Mr. Atheist will be joining me as we do every Sunday. But tonight we're going to be taking on a fantastic, this is just gold. This is the greatest story that I have heard since I've been doing this show, because it's just too perfect. Anti-natalists. Okay? This is what they call them. This is what he's calling himself. It came out in a Vox article. This is a kid who is suing his parents because they birthed him without his consent. Does it get any better than that, Steve?
I think he should be held accountable for nuance. What is it called? A nuisance suit, and forced to pay all legal fees, and actually maybe take a basic law course.
I'll let him. Here's the thing, though. How much do we know? How much he's suing the parents for? That's just gold, I think.
What judge would take that case? Like, seriously, what court is gonna take it?
A liberal communist. A liberal communist. That's who.
Then you should go to a communist nation. Anyway,
he's in one, or socialist. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's read these super chats, and then we will let you guys take a break. That was a lot of drama. Usually we don't deal with drama on this show. Usually we just have very passionate debates. Sometimes we'll get into tiffs every now and then, but I'm a little overwhelmed right now, and I need to decompress. It was totally worth it. It has been a pleasure on 2 occasions to be the channel that has showed Kent in a light that no one else has, and that is him not being able to gish gallop with Arn, and then Esteban bringing his shady ways into the daylight. So this, I think, is the final nail in that. Kent Hovind, and maybe, who knows? Maybe if we leave Kent alone long enough, he'll evolve into a decent human being. Maybe. Okay.
Maybe.
Helios 575. Thank you for the super chat. I propose a new name for Kent. Coward number 06452017. Cool. I like it. Just some guy says, I bet this on that cowardly grifter not showing up. $5. You got it. Ilhan Rodick said,
Thank you. Thank you.
Ilhan Rodick said, a wild manatee appears, throws a Pokeball. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Freddie Fourfinger says, this is why we all love this channel. Keep holding his feet to the fire. Hashtag bitch made. Well, I think we consumed the entire kit, not just his feet. I think he may have been a blaze of glory. Howlin' Matt says, wow, that was incredible. Cunt lost in the most spectacular fashion. Thank you for delivering this live. You are welcome. 0132 cowardly Kent can't commit correctly. That is a tongue twister.
Alliteration. I like alliteration.
Brandon Heath Shaw, no message. Thank you for the super chat. If you meant to send something, you can tag me in the live chat and I'll read it. And then the double N22 says, Ken is a coward. You guys are brilliant. Thank you for your streams. Well, you're quite welcome. Thank you for supporting us, all of you. Whether you send super chats or you just watch, you're all equally important, and we love each and every one of you the same. Just kidding. Those who pay, we love a lot more, but don't tell the other ones.
Yeah, there's a couple of you we like more.
Esteban, we're going to give you a final word. You can tell people where, if you have the social media, any place that they can follow you. I know that actually we had Jim on before we came on live. This is a good feel. We'll end on a nice feel good story. We had Jim on, Jim Majors from the Atheist Republic. Esteban was telling us that he and his significant other met on the Atheist Republic. So we had Jim in here, and that is a good place, I think, for people to go. Maybe you can talk a little bit about that, Esteban, on maybe if somebody hasn't heard of the Atheist Republic, that'd be a good place to go and get mixed up in conversations. You can meet really cool people. Lysandrine Pearson, oh, you don't love me? Of course we love you. You're actually, yeah, you're our number one. But yeah, Esteban, anything you want to say, put out there? Stage is yours.
I love Atheist Republic for many reasons. One is you can get into the debate forums and practice all kinds of debate. You can meet some really cool people. Most of the people on there are cool, atheists, theists alike. It can be very fun. That's just the debate forum, but they also help people too. Like, they go out of their way and actively help. They've got a Twitter and a Facebook, and if you ever want to, you can contact me. There's the plug at a posteriori unum at Twitter, or also on Atheist Republic. And if you spell that for people, because it's a little bit confusing sometimes.
Sure.
But
I'll actually put it in the description, and that way, if you're watching this later, you can just go down there straight and click it, and it'll take you right to his profile. But let me pull that up so I can make sure I spell it right. It's at APOSTERIORIUNUM. And somebody put in the live chat, what about the super chats from last night? We read those last night on the Saturday night. Yeah, Saturday night.
And somebody noted this, and I think it's worth pointing out. Kent got the date wrong. He got the time wrong. He got the opponent's name wrong. He got the topic wrong. And he's telling us that, and by the way, he didn't know which Steve was which. And he's telling us that we don't have our facts straight. So basically. I just find that to be comical.
Yeah. People are saying wanting an after show. There's not really anything to do an after show on this.
Yeah, not really.
On this about and we've been going at this or trying to figure this thing out for 2 days. I'm sure Steve, like I am, ready to put Kent to bed for a little bit and just be done with it. And yes, we will give a huge props to our producer Dave for catching that
wherever Dave
gem.
will be here.
In fact, that's what we're going to leave you guys on here in just a second. We're going to go out with playing that one more time so that it's just clear that we know who was lying and who wasn't. But a huge thanks to Esteban for joining us and being a part of this ride. We will be seeing him soon. Like I said, if you are interested in debating Esteban on how did you word it? I want to make sure I don't throw the wrong thing out there. The existence of God, is that what it was?
On the existence of God.
Yeah. If that's something that would appeal to you, you can email me live at nonsectshow.com. You can join us at 10 o'clock, where I will be joined by Mr. Atheist. We'll be talking about the kid who was suing his parents for not having his consent at birth. And then tomorrow, Brett Keene, I hope you're still listening, because Brett, you seem to have a problem with homosexuals now. So let me tell you what I've got for you tomorrow. I have a guy coming that is going to make a case that Jesus was in fact in a homosexual relationship at the moments before he was crucified on Calvary. So I know you're going to want to see that. Jesus, it turns out, not only could he have really existed, he could have been fabulous. So Brett Keene, I'm going to make sure that this is a stream in your honor, because I know that you'll be fully supportive of that. And we'll see you. Steve, anything from you before we close out?
No, I just wanted to put out a real quick shout to Landon Kurt Knoll in the live chat. It's been a while since he's been around. People don't know who Landon is. He's a very, very, very prolific mathematician, computer scientist, and astronomer. So I want to put a quick shout out to him. But other than that, no, this puts it to rest for me. I mean, I got to tell you, I will say this, Kyle, and again, nothing personal just on whatsoever. I'm looking forward to hearing your debates with other people, but I think this probably worked out better than maybe if you had debated Kent, because we've all heard Kent run the same shtick, dude. And I think that you've probably just wasting your time on somebody who's completely incapable of understanding or wanting to understand. He has a shtick. That's all it is. It's a con. People know it's a con. He's losing traction. He's lost traction over the years. He doesn't have the same following that he used to have. He has a very, very small cult-like following. But we are making a difference, and the people that are fighting against this type of just absolute bullshit, it's making a difference. So save your talents for something else a little bit. But I got to tell you, this was entertaining. This is, again, like Kyle said, this is the second time we put Kent in his place. And not just Kent, we put Brett in his place, and Dean Esme and other people. We will call people out on their bullshit, and I'm proud of it, and I'm proud of Kent. Obviously, I'm proud of Kyle and the fact that we were able to do this, and we thank you guys for that, by the way. And by the way, May became a Patreon, and thank you for that too, May.
What you did tonight, Esteban, was will be infamous, and I think that you did a huge service to the to some people out there who maybe would have been following Kent, but now can see.
I agree.
Just truly what a dishonest person he is. So very good job, Esteban. Even though indirectly you didn't mean to do anything, you held to your integrity. So yeah, Brett Keene, I see you there. Join us tomorrow for when we find out that Jesus was in fact gay, and I will see you guys back here tonight at 10 with Mr. Atheist, where we will talk about parents who are getting sued by their kid who didn't agree to come into the world. Let's leave with Kent Hovind's famous last words.
Schedule it and get it on the calendar. And he said he couldn't get a hold of her, so I never heard back.
All right.
So we agreed for tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Central Time.
All right, tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Central then.
Yeah, he's defending the position that pine trees and hamsters are related, and he's giving his best evidence for that.
Okay. All right. I relay the message, okay?